I guess we start the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
What goes it? How does it?
How does it go? It goes a little something like this.
Why are you? Savage AF is the name of the show, y'all. We are here for you live. I am Black Pedro.
Yo, what's going on? This is Shang, and this is what we're talking about. This is what we're going to do, and this is how we feel about the things that we talk about. That's why we're called Savage AF. I'm sorry.
We're here for you live Monday through Friday on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time. Now, Mondays and Fridays, we are typically on at 3 p.m.
We're not gonna. I know we're gonna get all that information out, but man, your language has been a little spicy. What you say got at the same damn time?
At the same damn time.
I mean, what kind of fucking guy uses just potty mouth fucking language like that, man?
At the same damn time.
You know what, man? You need to really, you really need to, read the Bible and get yourself together.
I did that once. It's all good.
Did you have you really read the Bible once?
I mean, not like cover to cover, but I studied enough. Mondays and Fridays, typically we're on 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you miss us live on the YouTubes, you can see the URL for the channel itself scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Catch it. Oh, here come another one.
You missed it.
YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World, all one word. When you get there, make sure you be doing this. Make sure you be doing that.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to the channel, you'll realize that you are a better person for it. And you're a better person. But if you don't, you know what you are? You're a fucking scumbag, right? But if you do decide to come with us on this journey, that's the way I want to put it. I don't know why that Nicole H says that shit.
She said Pedro grew up in the church. Yes.
No, that's not true.
No, I did. I grew up in the church. And nigga, what?
Yeah, exactly. But nigga, who you should do is you should make sure that you check us out on the podcast versions of the show, which is iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
Right. We just lost Japan, y'all. That's all good. Who we didn't lose though today is Nicole H, Lady Hazel May. I see you, Breezy JJ's, Maya Baker. Welcome back. Brooklyn 965, yo, Yanni Kisar. I see you.
Kuchadamas, who got kicked out of the church.
For setting it on fire when he walked in.
Well, yeah, man. One time I went to church and I farted, and they were like, "The doubles work," because it was so bad. It was so bad. I cleared out 6 pews.
You gave him the devil's wind.
I gave him the devil. Yeah, it was. Even I went, God damn, my asshole's trying to kill me. It was
the devil's wind blows through these
it was
pews. Bronda, I see you as well. Sandy,
AJ Fit Fit's in the building.
AJ Fit in the building. He said we both, with the beanies on, we look like we're in the Midwest. Hey, man, I may not be, but my heart always will be. What up, though?
I look like I'm in the Midwest? Where the fuck did you get that from? That don't look like the Midwest, brother.
Hey, Malcolm X is from the Midwest. He's from Michigan.
Hey, man, whoever said that shit, I ain't gonna
you could be revolutionary, wear beanies.
Oh, that was AJ Fit said that? Hey, man, It's cool. You right, man. You don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
No fighting.
Hey, man, let me tell you. No, fuck that. AJ Fit, when I see you, man, guess what's gonna happen? We gonna just fist bump. I ain't gonna arm wrestle your ass. That's stupid. You know what? It's that the art of war is knowing your opponent. What I will do is I'm gonna pour some water out in front of your house. I'm gonna wait till it get cold and get icy. Then I'm gonna say, hey man, come here for a second. Watch you fall. Boom. A good plan. You put it in the, that's how you put a good plan in order. So
what it is.
Yeah, make sure you follow at Black Pedro.
Yeah.
And if you follow at Black Pedro, you'll see his alias, which is Cocoa Butter Pedro. That's the one the ladies all like.
AKA Mango Charlie when I'm pimping. You know
when
what
he's
I'm
pimping, AKA Mango Charlie. And a lot of times he makes the bitches run through the raindrops so they don't get wet to bring him their hip money. Make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. And when you go to our page, I told you we're building our page up to monetize it, to add Patreon and all the other stuff. But we really do need you to give us the thumbs up and subscribe. When you subscribe, you know it's a better look for you. You just are a better person all around. But when you subscribe, don't just subscribe. Like the video. Bam. That's all I'm saying to you. It's going to be a weird day today because there's been a lot of weird stuff. Evelyn Gatlin's in the building. Sexy Puerto Rican. Whippa!
Whippa! You know what it is, man. All right, man. Let's get into this show. You know what it is, Stacey P.
Stacey P.
Yep, I see y'all.
Stacey P. By the way, Stacey P got the most beautiful skin. And too bad it's not actually her skin. It's skin from somebody else.
Speaking of skin, Sexy Puerto Rican says my beanie looks like foreskin. First of all, stop fucking with foreskin, okay? Like you shouldn't even know what it looks like.
Wow.
Okay, that's that. And then second of all, you're right. All right, but I don't give a fuck.
My hat looks like if Skittles just said fuck it.
Just call me foreskin Smurf out here, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, no, I did think it did look like a sack, but that's just me.
It's all good, y'all. I'm good. All right, man. We're gonna get into the show today. It's Friday, January 14th. Friday. All right, man. Hope y'all have a great weekend. But before we get there, we are gonna end today's show. This is the run up for y'all ass, because we're about to run up on your ass. We're gonna end today with a Shangry as we take a journey down the rabbit's asshole. Y'all go first. I'll be right behind you. Before we get into that, Black Pedro pop in today. Did you realize that owning is cheaper than renting? Where I'm living, I'm asking where that at.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
But before we get into that, today's critical question, motherfuckers say, what? Don't use your phone in China.
What?
That's what the Olympic Committee is advising U.S. athletes, and other nations are as well, when they go to these Beijing games coming up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Before we get into that,
I can't believe they're still having the bullshit. You know, I can't believe they're still doing it. But then again, they're having football games and basketball games. I'm doing comedy shows and all kind of shit. So, I mean, we might as well all just lick each other's faces and get ready for the death toll.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, though, usually as a Michigan fan, I yell out, fuck Ohio. But today I'm like, fuck Ohio? Is that you? Their high court today made a major decision that it could set a precedent moving forward in terms of elections. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, January 14th, 2022, the year of our Lord. It is a Friday. Savage AF is the show. Fuck your feelings is our motto. Facts matter. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. We're going to start off today talking about everybody's favorite new website. Can't wait to get to it. It's called COVIDTEST.GOV. Oh,
that's Lord. The name of it?
Fingers crossed. This is the Biden portal to help y'all get the test that you need for free. I don't know if anybody has needed to get a test lately, but there have been shortages and mishaps and long lines and yes, Adverb Night. That is the name. It's just COVIDTEST.GOV. Go get it. I think it starts tomorrow, the next day, Monday, something like that. But
well, what they're trying. Well, now I'm gonna. You know what? Biden took such a hit with the Supreme Court opening his asshole and punching him right in the asshole. And that's an old asshole. So that's a lot of flabby ass. The old flabby ass to move to the side, punch right in the starfish.
Wednesday is when you can
what you can do
start ordering free COVID tests from COVIDTEST.GOV. Tests. Oop. Let me fix that. It's tests.
Tests.
I'm gonna fix that.
You'll fix that. But keep your fingers crossed on that one, because I think it's going to be a lot of fuckery and chicanery.
Well, with the Obamacare website, we obviously saw problems, but part of it was a testament to the popularity of it. So many people went to it at once that it crashed. So I hope they have some foresight on this, that there is a high demand for tests. At this point, Joseph Robinette Biden has ordered 1 billion home tests. And or test kits,
you know what? The other thing is, what they want to do is, actually, I think it's smart, and you can in the feed you can tell me that, or to kiss your ass. I think they should send them to the schools first and to hospitals. I'm not saying that we shouldn't get the test, so we can home test and but I just think that send them to schools so the teachers have them weekly, where they could test. Kids can get tested, and teachers can get tested. I think nurses, doctors, they should have their shit first. So, but I don't know if people will be patient enough to have it like that.
I mean, well, they've had to be patient thus far, because it just simply weren't enough to go around.
But does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, that, to give it to the people that I think that are the ones helping us.
This is more of a system of come and get it. So, like, if you want it, we got it.
Right.
So this isn't an effort, as far as I understand, to pass out and administer tests in that way. It is just simply making tests available for those who want to get one. So yeah, this isn't that kind of rollout of, like, even with the vaccine, where it's like, we're gonna limit availability and eligibility based on the most vulnerable populations.
Right.
This is like, we got that thing. Who wants some? Go to the website if you want to order one. If you don't,
wait a minute, hold up. Why you make it sound like you selling drugs?
No.
No, it sounded like you. Wait a minute.
This is just the kit. This is the kit.
But you said we got the drugs, baby. Okay,
this is the kit to test the drugs to make sure it's pure, baby.
Everybody in the feed, didn't he sound like a drug dealer? Like, we get that thing. If you want to come get some of that thing, hey man. No, but right now they should do that. And then Ronell, of course, says, "Fuck that test." All right.
No, I mean, listen. Some people need them to work. No matter what you believe, the thing that I booked and shot last week, like, I had to get a test to come on set.
To even get the gig, you have to be tested. But AJ Fit 365, according to Bill Gates, after Omni wave, COVID will be like the common cold. So get used to this ish. I disagree, because Delta is still. I don't know why you think Delta's not around the corner. Still, fucking people over, and COVID in general. But the most people that are passing away or dying are people that aren't vaccinated. Not to say that you're supposed to be vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, motherfucker, do what you got to do. If you don't want to wear seatbelts, do what you got to do. If you want to pick a weightlifting contest with AJ Fit, do what you got to do. But I'm just saying, man.
I mean, but AJ Fit is right. I mean, the reality is, yes, eventually enough of us will develop immunity to it. It will, become less aggressive so that it can survive in human bodies for as long as it can as well, right? So there will come a point where it is more like a flu situation, where you just get your little COVID shot every year or whatever, and should be all right.
I hope so.
In the meantime, nearly 1 million people alone have died here in America, and so all of these efforts have been to mitigate deaths until we get to that point.
But with the website,
we ain't there yet.
We ain't there yet. So when you say keep your fingers crossed, and keep your titties crossed too. I don't know where I found this animation, but goddamn, titty cross. I really do think that it's the same kind of situation with what Obama did with the healthcare. You want, and in a year or so, it's going to be something that's standard, and people are going to be able to go on the website, and it's going to be fine.
First of all,
Marion Adverb Knight
She the Suge Knight of the thing today. So first of all, let me tell you something, Miss Adverb. Until you pay for this baby, you can keep your little beanie jokes. All right, you stay focused on trolls. All right, ain't no need to be clowning the show here. All right, I got dreadlocks under here, and I'm become righteous and conscious, guys. I'm connected to the moon and the waves and the earth and the stars. So,
hey man, that was a little ethereal what you just did right now. That was
nobody don't even eat cereal no more, so it's all good.
Yeah, that wasn't what you know. Okay, look, let me tell you something. The bottom line is, everybody, I think it's a good thing. I think that Biden's going to try to make up for the 3 body punches he just took. One,
he got Karate Kid kicked to the face.
He couldn't get the Build Back Better bill passed because of 2 bitches. Those same 2 bitches fucked it up pertaining to voting rights, which now we're going to really pay the price for. And they're already full speed ahead of trying to fuck us over on that. And Biden took another body punch because Manchin and Sinema both stood up and said, I ain't fucking with you.
Before they even had the meeting with them. Like,
yep.
Nigga,
I ain't fucking with you.
No, nothing ass bitch. Now, what Pam Knox is not fucking with is that long COVID. She says she's more scared of long COVID than death. And that, that's another thing we got to consider when we're like, oh, it's just like a common cold. It hasn't been like that for many people, right?
What's up, Shawnette?
Shawnee. What's going on, girl?
I don't know. It says Shawnette.
Well, whatever. That's her name. That's her full name. But
okay, but no.
Like, so there are these other things like long COVID, as Pam mentioned.
I've gotten a cold, but I still can smell. I've gotten a cold where your equilibrium doesn't get fucked up.
And some people just aren't breathing right still.
Like they still have problems, months and months and months. So I understand where they say it's going to be like a common cold, blow it off, blow it up, blow it off. I don't think that is the case. That's not going to happen the way you think it is. But the government, I am a little apprehensive now that I took, I didn't took the shots and the boost and whatever, because somebody made a good point. You take the boost, you get the shots, you still get COVID, you still got to wear a mask.
But you don't suffer from the COVID as badly typically.
You still got to do all these things and you still get it. So there are people that are saying, well, you still get the shit, so fuck it. But for the people that aren't vaccinated, and some people aren't vaccinated because some black folks are not vaccinated because there's an apprehension because of a mistrust of the government. And there's some people that are not vaccinated because they haven't done enough research pertaining to the vaccine to see if it's something they want to do. But there's go
to the Nicki Minaj Institute where they're doing research daily.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you know what?
Nuts.
Because you got to check your testicles first.
Yeah.
But there's a huge amount of people that are doing it from a political stance. And those are the motherfuckers that I have a problem with. The motherfuckers that are just doing it from sheer just obstinance and trying to just be mad at everybody. What's up, yo? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like there's a portion, and I always say race, but I've been this way for a long time. So it's not like I'm doing the shit now. I think that there's white people that are just like the Republicans that'll do shit just to make somebody look bad.
No, that's the game. That's what they do.
Speaking
of trying to make somebody look bad, Queen Bee, I already called myself a Smurf, so you can save your little savage Smurf. Okay, joke, but I will give you Cat in the Hat. I'll give you that one. All right, that's fine. You gonna Dr. Seuss me? That's cool. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish.
Right. Now, do you trust this site? That's what I ask the people. Do you trust the site to actually do what the fuck it's supposed to do?
Well, that's what I got fingers crossed, baby. Please, just let the site work at least, man. Just please let the site work so people can order and please let the test go out.
Well, we'll see. I'm still a little bit apprehensive, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, I'm apprehensive.
Yeah, and they're talking about hospital staffers have to are being asked to come into work. Who Miss Adverb said that some hospital nurses who are symptomatic are being told to come in. Pam Knox retorts. There aren't enough hospital staff to keep hospitals running without making COVID positive staff come in. So, it's until we catch up you know, common cold status. It is affecting our whole system. Still, supplies chain stuff. You know, grocery stores are going back to empty again, and it's all related to this. Whether people are dying or not, you know, you want to be like, it's just a cold.
Things are
well,
getting
it's like a bunch of people catching the cold at the same time, and now there's no chicken breasts on the goddamn shelf.
and everything takes a long time to get delivered. Ronell says, "What if the tests they send out were infected with COVID? What if the salad dressing you eating got COVID in it? What the fuck?
Listen, kids out there eating ass, and you worried about infection?
Yeah, hey man, you know what? I haven't caught up with that yet. I mean, I have, but I haven't. That's
Ronald, man, don't sit in the corner making up stuff, man. Just
240 plus million recovered, 5 million died, 7.9 billion in the world. In 2+ years, not even a billion have got it, and those who died had prior health issues or old like Shang.
Damn, that got
first
personal.
off, nigga, you don't know how old I am.
That got personal real quick.
Just because I'm 69 years old don't mean I won't come over there and whoop your ass. Come on, young man. You don't want none of this smoke. And you know what? You're right. Fuck it. There was a lot of people that had pre-existing conditions, but there's a lot of motherfuckers that was healthy as a horse, and COVID hit them and took them the fuck out.
And the reason that less than 1 billion people have caught it is because of masks, distancing, sanitization, and vaccination. So, you know, all of those have helped to prevent, you know, even more people from catching it. Because if we hadn't masked up and locked down and all of that, it would have been the numbers would have been higher, bro. So.
Well, no, I mean,
I know AJ is not into masks. I mean, vax, but he is into masks, and they both help. You know what I'm saying? Like they really both help.
Well, I know I see but we got you got the people that are always going to question it. Brother Islam, I think it was Brother Islam. Rizza Islam was had a huge debate with a friend of mine who's a comedian, Pierre, pertaining to all of the different things that. They tell you one thing, but it's another thing, and there's not enough research done. And there's only been a few that have actually been, the CDC has actually had FDA approval on. So there's some people that are apprehensive because they feel like there's not enough information out there to make them feel comfortable to take the vaccine.
I don't think enough people are willing to admit that they wouldn't understand the information,
even if they
if it was tattooed on their fucking nose. Pamela Knox ask AJ Fit to define recovered, because 30% end up with long COVID. So, you know, it's a roll of the dice, baby. How you want to live your life? You know,
but this is the part that's fucking with me, at least personally. It's like, of all times, right before the COVID, I finally was getting my stride with some things, and a lot of stuff fell through. So I have to live with this for, like you said, as an old dude.
You have to take that shit, Shane.
Yeah, no, that's all right, man. That's all right. AJ Fitz called me old.
No, man.
You know what? But I gotta tell I gotta tell that young man something. First off, nigga, old niggas don't fight. We cut. Okay. You cut deep. You come up on me. You can grab me, nigga, but you gonna get cut. So I mean, like I got a little pocket knife. I keep a little pocket knife with me.
I might die, but you gonna cry. I'm gonna tell you.
I swear to God, you know what I'm saying? I may get crushed, but you gonna bleed, nigga. Look at that movement. That's a slice, nigga. Slice it.
Yanni Cesar knows the mask helps, period. We see it here. Europe, numbers change according to which had obligatory mask requirements. Numbers don't lie, man. So yeah, you know,
but
lockdowns, all of that helped.
But people lie, and the reason we're in this position is we had a lying ass cunt orange Cheeto stick fuckface do shit that actually prevented us jumping on top of this a little faster, and that's a fact. And if the Democrats don't use that when Trump runs for 2024 as another dagger in his foot, and then another dagger in his hand, and put him up on the cross,
stubbing, if you will.
Yeah, man, we got to use that. But it was absolutely positively something we could have jumped on a little bit faster. Okay?
AJ Fit retorts to Pamela, long, short, they are alive. It's not killing off people like they are making it. I mean, I think it's killed off more people than it should have. But also, I wouldn't play off that long part. Short COVID, sure. Yeah, some people recover like that, and okay, keep it moving. But the long COVID people, AJ Fit, it really is like there are people who are having trouble breathing still. They have to sit down after like 10 minutes of doing shit. Like, imagine being 20, 30 years old and you've got the fucking vascular and lung strength of a goddamn 90-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, there are people out there who are actually struggling from long COVID. So I wouldn't play that part off.
But you know what? The thing is, because it was political. That's the thing people keep trying to act like part of it is just stupidity. Part of it is ignorance. Part of it is apprehension. Part of it is apprehension because government has proved that they will fuck over people of color because the Tuskegee experiment, like Brother Riza Islam said, it is the tip of the iceberg of the shit they did to us, on all the shit they did when they would do a gynecological fucking experiments on Black women. They would do stuff like that. No anesthesia on Black people, all kind of stuff. So we have a huge apprehension with the government and the medical industry in general. But
that doesn't necessarily apply to this.
It doesn't apply. It applies to the yes, it does apply, Pedro, to apprehension.
I get it, but at a certain point, like you have to look at what's going on. Like, and I've pointed this out many times. By the way, Pam Knox says her dad is going to 4 funerals this week. So hey, say what you want. But I've said this many times on this show. Oh shit! I lost my whole thought. There's a.
You know what? Hold up! No. Go ahead. No. Circle back. Circle back. Come on.
So we're talking about Riza Islam.
Circle back. Riza Islam.
Blah blah blah.
No, I was saying the medical. Okay, I'll reiterate. Then you jump back on it. I'm saying you said it doesn't apply to that, pertaining to the apprehension that people of color, specifically Black people, with the medical industry, because the medical industry has fucked us over in a lot of ways.
So what I was saying, what I was trying to get to is that and I've said this many times, is that you have to look at the facts of this situation now. Okay, I keep history in mind, but look at the facts of this situation. Okay, the premise that maybe a brother like Riza Islam is working under is that this vaccine is trying to kill us, or it's dangerous, or not enough research has been done, or it's meant to harm Black people. Is a potential premise that a lot of people are working under. But once the vaccine came out and began to get passed out, even though Black people were dying more from COVID, it was not given to us first. Rich people were stepping on Mexican babies to get to the vaccine. Okay, it got to white people first. It's a whole bunch of white people taking this, bunch of really, really rich white people taking this. So if it was meant, all I'm saying is if it was meant to specifically kill Black people, they did a terrible job of initiating Operation Jab a Nigga, Slap a Nigga. You know what I mean? Like, it was like literally not being passed out to us.
It wasn't done that way because
so if it was meant to kill us.
Operation Nigga Kill did not go through the way they wanted it to. And a lot of the people that were making all these decisions were the first ones raising their hand to get vaccinated. And a lot of these people that they're like, that they won't even admit it. I saw and I don't watch Fox News unless I'm watching it for a few chuckles because it's fucking hilarious. They asked, what's the little snivelly dude that Trump dissed his wife, said your wife's an ugly bitch.
Cruz.
What's his? Yeah, is it hoe ass Cruz? Yeah. Bitch ass Cruz. Right. Bitch ass hoe ass Cruz. And they asked him, have you been vaccinated? And he gave the same thing. I think that's something that a person.
You're talking about Jim Jordan.
Jim Jordan, he did the same shit like that. Well, I think that's something that I wouldn't want to discuss. And same old shit. So I mean, I admit I got the thing, and I didn't have any side effects other than I still.
When you say the thing, you mean the vaccine.
The vaccine, that thing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up, smooth, silky, silky Coco, Pedro. Settle down with that. Yes, that's your other name, aka Silky
Mango
Pedro.
Charlie Pimpin'.
Yeah, Mango Charlie Pimpin', aka Silky Pedro.
Hey, speaking of pimping, man, we're gonna keep it moving. But today the Ohio State Legislature, or actually I should say, sorry, the Ohio State Supreme Court, their high court, pimped the legislature, which is, and Ohio's one of those fuck states that is passing laws to redistrict and suppress, the potency of minority votes by redistricting, redrawing lines so that they dilute black and brown populations in the voting power. But today, the Ohio State Supreme Court said fuck that shit and ruled that the House has to, or the state legislation has to redraw their lines. Has to redo that shit. Start over, motherfucker. So it was a 4-3 decision by the Ohio Supreme Court. Close one, but they got there.
So you see this is a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, this is the greatest news we could have in the world.
It is not a good thing.
Hold on. First of all, you gotta the process wise, you gotta hope that other state Supreme Courts will do this. The way the map was currently drawn, electoral analysts, and I'm getting this from Reuters, electoral analysts said the Republican back map would ensure that the party would win at least 12 to 13 of the 15 congressional seats. So it was rigged for the Republicans to dominate congressional seats in Ohio.
Well, Ohio's a piece of shit from that standpoint. Anyway, Ohio,
they're one of many turd states that are doing this.
But because I still say, this graphic is that's crazy that I actually go find this graphic. No, I'm kidding. I made this graphic.
Go blue.
No, fuck Ohio in a lot of ways. In fact, my brother got arrested in Ohio, so fuck Ohio on a personal tip. I've been to Ohio where they actually still have signs that say, if you're black, you better be in before sunset. I mean, they still got those up, and in stores. So Ohio's on some old backward country fuck shit. But the reason I say this is not a good thing is I think the Republicans is going to jump all over it to try to make to repeat exactly what they already had. And because they do have a stronghold in Ohio, and Pedro, they have the people that actually like, oh, you gonna overturn the shit? Now we're gonna really go deep in the cut. So I don't know, Ohio, man. Every time I'm there, I'm like, man.
Yeah, well, but yeah. So, but this is the Supreme Court balancing this out, right? So this is the judiciary saying that the legislator is out of hand. The legislation is out of hand, right? So it's unconstitutional to jerry-rig these districts so that they are destined to win. And the court noticed that and is forcing them to redraw those lines. Now, what we need to hope is that other state Supreme Courts fall in line with this. But yeah, I mean, this is fantastic news in terms of the fight for just voting laws and
now
logistics.
But the fact they didn't pass the voters' rights bill.
But that's not that's not Ohio's fault. Like that's not the Ohio State legislation.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's Ohio's fault. But I'm saying what I was going to say was, okay, we might have dodged a bullet at least in Ohio and hopefully other Supreme Courts in other places do the same.
Other state Supreme Courts.
Other state Supreme Courts. But I still feel like you said, you might as well get in line Tuesday to vote Friday, because that's what the fuck it's gonna be. And Ohio,
you might as well get in line Tuesday to vote in November.
Exactly. Right. But I still think Ohio is still on that fuckboy shit. So I'm not gonna let this graphic go to waste.
No. As a Michigan fan, of course, I feel this way. But the reality is, there's not going to be any federal law around voting rights. So other than what was overturned and where we are now. So it all of this voter suppression and redistricting is occurring on the state level, and it looks like the battles will have to be fought state by state on a state level. So in this case, Ohio, justice is won, democracy is won in Ohio, where you have the judge determine, or I'm sorry, not the judge, but the Supreme Court in that state
right,
determining that you can't draw these lines up like this. Go back to the drawing board, literally, and do this shit fairly, and it has to be done like that. So yeah, I mean, this is undoubtedly a good thing for justice, not for the GOP, but for justice.
But every time I'm in Ohio, I can't wait to get out that bitch.
Yeah, man.
If I got to climb out that bitch, I got to get out about
that just seems like a bad idea, man.
No,
there's a freeway you could use to get out.
You think maybe drive out instead of doing it this way? Oh, okay, maybe that didn't work out. I had never watched it till the end. Oh my God. Oh, is he okay? Is he okay?
That's a bad idea.
No, you're right. You were right.
Yep, that's something broke.
Something broke.
I'm gonna let y'all have y'all conspiracy theories about 3 days later they died from the shot. We're not gonna get into that, but the state.
I posted
Supreme Court. The state Supreme Court in Ohio is all good with me for now, guys.
Wait a minute, are they still in the feed? Is this still happening in the feed that you're saying that and they conveniently died of a really? Really?
Stay focused, man. Stay focused, y'all.
That's it. No.
But we are gonna need more results like this, battles like this on a state-to-state level. Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia is going to be a big one, right? So
Georgia's going to be a huge one. I think that Georgia's going to be the battleground. Like they say, battleground states, man. Fuck that. We're going to have to go hard to paint in Georgia, and we're going to have to win by.
Might be a battlefield state.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to win by 250 million votes just in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to make a lot of babies, put them in a time machine, and make them turn 18 and vote for us to beat these motherfuckers because they are cheating. They're cheaters. This is the wild part where they try to act like they're so, honorable and they're about the law and we're the law. Republicans are about the law and they do everything they can to cheat. Everything they can to cheat. They cheat all the fucking time. They never think they could win straight up because they bitches. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm glad that somebody... And even though this shit that just happened, when were we talking about it? We were talking about it Wednesday about just happened with the voters' rights bill being fucked. And even though they're gonna try to revisit it, it's not gonna happen. Manchin's not gonna change his mind. Sinema's not gonna change her mind. But if we have things like this happen, which is state Supreme Courts all over the country, we might have a shot. We might have a shot if that continues. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? I don't know if that makes it, because sometimes I lose track. And
preach on, brother. Preach on, man. I see you. I hear you.
Preach on. Preach on. Preach on.
Yeah. So that it's going to be many battlegrounds over this year, and then the next two after
Queen
that.
Bee, you're right. They mad because they losing, and they know they can't win a fair election straight up. I mean, that's the truth. They mad because what is it? You got to know when to hold them.
They're mad because they losing. That's what it is, y'all.
Know when to fold them.
We're gonna keep it moving, y'all.
Who sings that song?
Kenny Rogers.
Damn, you do that shit fast because I had no idea.
Come on, bro.
What do you mean?
The Gambler. All right, guys, we're gonna keep it moving, and as we do, that daily. At least we try to do it daily. Ask critical questions. But the most critical question I think that one could ever ask in life is,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So the U.S. Olympic Committee is advising that I thought I saved that story. Sorry. That their athletes, along with other countries, I think the Netherlands, the UK was also in there, but like that they not the athletes not bring their phones to China.
What?
That they get a burner phone, like they're a Baltimore drug syndicate when they're in China, because basically they're like, you should be concerned about tracking, hacking, privacy issues. Just basically, China gonna be all up in your phone.
No,
if you bring your
but
phone to China.
the thing is, China already showed that they will do that. So I mean, this for them to even just act like, this is not something that is the norm. China, you can't even say, like, say I send a message to Pedro, hey Pedro, man, we going to the store, and then you see a little red flag pop up. What store? I mean, that is how bad China is. So I understand that, but the athletes is gonna still do the shit, and we're probably gonna leak some information that they shouldn't have. I already know it.
I don't think it's like, I doubt if many long jumpers have state secrets in their phone. But it's just more.
I disagree.
But yeah, here we go from the Wall Street Journal here. Yeah, Great Britain, Canada, and the Netherlands. I forgot Canada. But yeah, they're advising that. And by the way, the games begin on February 4th. For all you
China.
For all you snow junkies out there, and I'm not talking about crackheads. I mean actual skiing.
But it sounded like you was talking about cocaine. What is with you and the drugs today, man? Is it the hat? Is it the hat?
It's every day, baby. Hey, man, you got $1 I could borrow. Anybody ever got $1 back from a crackhead, by the way? Is that right in if you have? You got $1 back?
When we were at Dash, remember how I had to walk up the street? I used to live around the corner from Dash, and I had gave this dude $1, and I thought he was a fucking bum. And the motherfucker saw me walking about a week later and said, hey, man, thanks for that $1 you gave me, and gave it back. He wasn't a bum. He was just a dude that needed $1.
There you go, man.
So there are good people in the world, but then right after that, he robbed me. So so the shit didn't, he's like,
you soft in these streets, nigga. Don't be giving away dollars.
Fuck you.
It's a lesson, nigga.
That's a lesson for you giving me the $1 back.
You're welcome, nigga. And give me another $1 for teaching you a lesson, nigga.
In fact, why don't you get up off your whole wallet, bitch? Wow, man. I thought this was a moment, man. I thought we was cool. Ain't nothing cool in these streets. But
so Yanni Kisa, we know that China is rough with this. I guess I kept it focused on their own citizens, like that their people get tracked or whatnot. But it was like, all right, athletes, get a burner phone, nigga, if you want to go get some dim sum. That just seemed like a bit drastic. Just to go, snowboarding in China, you gotta dump your phone. But we do know, like Shug Adverb brings up. I'm sorry, let me get the one before that. Boom, boom, boom. She's like, look up that little tennis player. It's not feng shui. Girl, it's not
feng shui.
It's not feng shui. It's not like that.
That's fucking racist. And we don't condone that on this show, you little dirty Puerto Rican.
Okay. God damn it. But I think her name was actually. I think her actual name was Peng Shui. Peng.
Yeah, it's not like she's making everything flow in your house better by removing the couch.
Yeah. But yes, like, she complained about sexual harassment from a high government official, disappeared for a minute, and then came back like, what y'all talking about? I ain't been raped.
Yeah, I ain't been raped.
Everything cool. We good. I love tennis.
And then under her breath, she said, "Help my family," because
her tennis racket spelled "help me." Like
every time
she rewired it. So
she kept showing and then you said, and the cameras go, "Hey, let's pan in on the little feng shui's tennis racket. I think that says my family's held hostage. I think that's what it says." No, everything's fine. Please call the police. That was so weird, but that is China's MO. And I don't know why we act. The thing that I really gotta, I've been working on this bit, but I'm gonna do it someday, get it completely right.
Someday.
Why are we acting surprised that China would do something like this? I watched some of the news reports and like, can you believe it? Yeah, motherfucker. That the people in Michigan actually were going to cut the governor's head off and go bowling with it. Are you surprised that white militias do that? Yeah, motherfucker. They're racist. Why are you surprised by racists? It's the same shit where women are surprised men want pussy. Why are you surprised?
Here's the official advisory. Every device, communication, transaction, and online activity may be monitored. Your device or devices may also be compromised with malicious software, which could negatively impact future use. Seems like a lot to go through, man, just to go fucking curling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really struggling to think of winter events except for skiing, snowboarding, and curling. Yeah, I don't know.
No, but okay. Have you ever been snowboarding?
Yes, one time. It's fun. A lot of fun.
Oh, but it's difficult.
It's not as easy as it looks, no sir.
Right, it's difficult. So I give props. The Winter Olympics for me are impressive, but I like the X Games more because they do wild shit. Like they set themselves on fire on a mini bike, and then they do a loop de loop, and then they land on a skateboard. And after they land on the skateboard, they skate into like a surfboard, and then they surfboard over alligators.
And then they ride a shark.
And then after they ride a shark. But that to me, we just made a new sport.
Hey,
you know how savage
shark riding
today in shark riding. Oh my God, we haven't had one person finish the course.
Right. We're running out of athletes, Tim.
Is there anybody out there that knows how to shark ride? If you could get in the game,
I might jump out there. All right, guys. So that's your motherfucker say what for today. If you're going to China, athlete or not, maybe leave your phone. Maybe get that China burner. You know what I'm saying? That, get rid of that.
Maybe not get a China burn, because then they'll be like, oh, he just bought one.
I said China burner.
I thought she said I wouldn't get a burner from China, but you get a burner before you go to China.
Yeah.
And because they are definitely going to check your shit. And once they find out all the porn I got, by the way, I'm going to just say this. Brazilian porn is next level, and kudos. I just want to say kudos to all the people who film. You know what? Fuck it. I got to give props.
Slow clap.
Got to give props.
Slow clap.
Slow clap.
All right, y'all. We're going to keep it moving for you. Getting close to it today. Before we get out of here, I'm going to hit y'all with a little something like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Help! My wine glass empty. Oh Lord. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Ha! All right, y'all. Here we go. Shang, I know you're on this mission. Get a house.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, absolutely.
Get a house, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oop.
But there's a lot. Rent.
Yeah, that's it. So, and this wasn't, I guess, such a huge surprise, but they say that owning is cheaper than renting. However, there's a caveat, guys. Okay.
I think that's the biggest crock of bullshit in the world. It
depends on where you live. Okay. The most affordable homeownership markets are in the South and the Midwest, and the least are in the West and the Northeast. Basically, we're talking about the coast versus the goats. Are you going to be goat herding in the middle? Or shark riding on the edges out there. Now, where we live, Shang, we're actually doing the best thing, man. It's actually cheaper to rent where we live right now. Right? Want to get it here. I definitely want to buy a house here, man. But it might not be my first purchase, man, because because, and I was already thinking like this, but I'm like, you know what? If I buy something back home in Detroit, fuck it, I'd always have a fallback. I don't, I could summer there or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to spend as much time in LA.
But if you
whatever.
buy one in Detroit, well, one, you can buy 4 houses in Detroit for like $28.
Yeah, I'm waiting on my next check, and I got it.
Yeah, but the thing is that you said on the west and the east, but the rural areas where you can you can probably buy a dope ass house, but then you always have to continuously fight off cracker ass crackers and cracker ass cracker mentality, and also zombies go there first. It's been proven.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Now that does bring up an issue for me. Like when we talk about affordable housing, South and the Midwest. I'm born and raised there, so I'm, my mind is there. But the South, and I know a lot of Black people that are moving from LA to Atlanta specifically because there is, an entertainment industry, or an arm of the entertainment industry is there and very strong in terms of TV and film production.
Right.
So yeah, I got it. But nigga, it's Atlanta. It's Georgia, dude. It's like the capital of the Confederacy, which is, in spirit still alive today. So I'm like, yeah, can't do that, man. Florida, Georgia, Alabama. You can, man, even Texas, you can. I know you get a big bang for your buck. Some of that bang might be from a group of Klansmen in a shotgun outside your fucking house.
No, yeah. I don't. Well, he knows this is a journey I've been on for what, like a year? Like I've been looking like a year. It's been a year now.
Yeah.
And the places that I looked at, a place here for $800,000. You can get a place twice the size in Plano, Texas. A friend of mine, Erica, moved to Plano, Texas, and she got a huge house. But I had to remind her, you're in Plano, Texas. You're not even in a part of Texas that's a regular Texas. You're in a part of Texas where literally they have like nigger parameters, where it's like you shouldn't be outside this parameter, nigger. You knew it. We sent you the map.
Parameters. Nah, I don't even like to talk so fancy. But Nicole H said, even if it's affordable, people still don't make enough to buy a home working on minimum wage. Now we do need to recognize, and I agree with that, Nicole H. Right, our previous minimum wages will not get your average American making that into a home owning situation. However, as a byproduct of the pandemic, people are demanding and are getting higher wages. I see all kinds of advertisements around the city. We're hiring, and it's like, $19 an hour for, folding sandwiches and shit like that. Like some of these places are starting to offer way better wages.
Some of the places are stepping up because they took such a hit because people realized they was getting fucked over for so long and decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm quitting. People quit in record numbers. So I mean, I agree with you that a standard job you can't be like a worker at McDonald's, but you could be a manager at McDonald's and buy a house, but not here, not in Cali. And trust and believe, I've looked, and I'm telling you, it's expensive as
Maya Baker brings up
rent to
option.
own.
She said do a rent to own option. And I didn't know Rent-A-Center had houses. I thought it was just TVs and sofa sets, but that's
no. They have dishwashers too.
Awesome. There you go. No, but Maya Baker, that's good info. Yeah. So like, and I would like, just as a story from my own family's experience is like, my mother, she did all this shit by herself. But she got into her first homeowner situation on a wing and a prayer, rubbed 2 pennies together, put a little something together here. You know what I mean? But like, it wasn't, I think even for a non-homeowner like me, I often think of it as this daunting task, but there are opportunities out there, especially for first-time buyers, to take advantage of deals and tax breaks and
your
government programs to help you out and help you get in there.
What is it? You have to have your credit score has to be beast mode for them to even take you seriously. And I've been going through.
Why are you shitting on my dream, Shang?
Wow.
I'm just trying to rub a penny together, man. Come on.
I wasn't even saying that.
No, my credit ain't perfect.
Hey, man. Hey, there's no crying in Savage podcast.
You're right.
Okay. No, but no, I'm just saying, like, my credit score is not great, but it's not horrible. It's in the middle. And the lady told me at Bank of America said, you should build it up a little bit more before you even think about it, at least in California. But then my boy and another person he said, man, you need to go get some shit in North Carolina where you can get, you can get a house and land with the house.
We're in a shit market for a buyer in our position. Like, yes. But then do you want to, I'm literally terrified of living south of the Mason-Dixon line, which isn't to say there's no racism up north, but I just know how to handle it. You know what I mean? And it subsides in the winter. It's harder to lynch people
when it's cold
from frozen tree limbs.
I'll see you in the spring, nigger.
The tree limbs snap when they're frozen.
I will see you. Wait till it's summer. I'm gonna get me a black Pedro. I'm gonna make shit. You don't understand. You're a trophy, man. I'll put you right up on the wall. I'm knocking out two things with one fucking sweep.
Yep. Carolina boss, what up to you, man? Landlords are keeping their rental properties now because government programs are making it harder to buy homes, even for vets. Yeah, that's a tough situation.
And that's all over the country, though. That's not just California or the New York, West Coast, East Coast. That's everywhere. So when people say, oh, well, it's easier to buy a house in Atlanta. Yeah, it is than LA, but then you have to take all the stuff that comes with it. And Pedro's right. This certain shit. I did a show in Toledo, Ohio, and I started thinking I never wanted to be a serial killer, but I'm so fucking bored here, and they're so backward. I'm going to end up going on a killing spree out of boredom.
Yeah.
Now, Vegas, I can't believe you co-signed that. Thumbs up to you. But Vegas is another thing. A lot of my friends that I know have gotten places down in Vegas. So.
But that market it's going up soon quickly because there are so many Californians with cash coming out there, driving up the prices.
Well, Brooklyn 965. What'd you say? Not really what? And also Carolina boss Malcolm X said everything south of Canada is the Mason-Dixon line. Man. Not really. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to.
I see what he meant. Like I said, like I wasn't saying that the North was some bastion of, la 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 la. Just to stick with the Smurf reference. But
Marion Adverb Knight said it's not a spree if you keep it under 3. Wow.
Words to kill by. There you go.
Words to murder by. Thank you so much. Thank you for your insight in snuffing people out. I appreciate it. I'm not making no more comedy specials. I'm making snuff films.
There you go.
That's my new thing.
Now casting.
So speaking of casting, I'm gonna cast this out here right now. Savage AF. Make sure you check us out on all the platforms, and you check us out on the YouTube. And I saw some of the shit y'all said in the thing, and I just want to put that this is for certain one or two people in this scroll. Read the scroll. Just read the scroll and make sure you check us out. I don't know. Yeah, it happened. That just happened. It ain't shit you can do about it. Pay the nurse on the way out. Make sure that you check us out and ring the bell. Very important to ring the bell. In fact, fuck it. Let me show you. Ring the bell. Do that for us. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook. On Facebook, it's actually SavageA.F. Make sure because you can watch the show there and on YouTube. But when you go to YouTube and you say, you know what, can't really watch Pedro and his beautiful, beautiful hat, then that has hey man, no, I say what it is. You can check us out on the podcast platforms, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. check us out there. Follow us on the gram at Comedian Shang, at Black Pedro. And again, if you do that, you will have stronger orgasms and everybody will love you.
Yeah. Now, before I pass it to you, Nicole H said, now is not the time to buy a house unless you are building or can pay cash. I will say that the article I read on Axios about this clearly stated that it wasn't a buyer's guide that they were intending, but more of an interesting reference point. But I think ultimately it depends on where you are and what the situation is. But there are some opportunities out there. But overall, you're right, Nicole H. It's not a buyer's market. All right, man. Let's keep it going, Shang. I'll pass it to you, brother. Get us out of here with some Shanger.
Okay, but I'm going to give you some Shanger. Texas had to pass legislation to keep foreign companies from buying property. Wow. Did not know that, Carolina boss. But now you're making me more apprehensive. What the fuck? And why is my Twitter suspended? Because of bullshit. It goddamn life.
He's an oath keeper. Shang's a goddamn oath keeper and is caught up in this thing, man.
And I was trying to make sure that I took our country back. Fuck out of here.
Backwards.
But my Shangri today is very it's more sentimental anger. Oh, God damn it. The world. That's okay. We're going down the rabbit's asshole, people. We ain't going to be able to vote soon, people. It's over. We're losing. It's over.
That's hilarious.
We are not doing well. If you're a Democrat, even if you're a moderate Democrat, if you're a progressive Democrat, you are taking it to the face. The Republicans are fucking going hard in the paint, man. They're killing us. They are not playing. And the more we try to be compromising, the more they're like, look at these little bitches. Look at these little bitches. We got them. And then we sit in the corner and act like, well, maybe we'll be able to pass it. No, we won't. No, we won't. They're going to do everything they can to fuck us over. And we're sitting on the side. This is me after a game. I just son of a bitch. They're going to win. Shut up. Don't you laugh at me cry. My tears, Pedro. I heard you chuckle. All right, but listen, it's over. It's over. We might as well get used to the next 6 years, and I mean 6 years, of going down the rabbit's asshole. Yes, I found a rabbit's asshole. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Right. And see the little black things in his ass? That's us. That's us. And we are not going to win. It's over. It's over. No way that we're going to win unless every state Supreme Court comes through, unless people get out there and really vote. But if we don't get out there and do it, and we still are apoplectic. Yeah, I said that word. Fuck with your boy.
Get your thesauruses out.
Yeah, then you know what's gonna happen?
This nigga, that's one of the funniest. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous.
So I'm letting y'all know right now, it's gonna be a tough one. The voting rights bill was killed. Build Back Better was killed. It was smothered in its crib while it slept. It's like the movie Insidious. They're coming to get our kids. It's bad news. And the only way we're going to do it is to be more straightforward, talk more straightforward, and go as hard as the paint as we can. So if we do lose, we go down fighting. That's what I think.
Oh, I'm a man of peace. I don't know, Shang. That sounds dangerous.
He's a man of peace that literally.
That sounds dangerous, Shang. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna work on some of my plant-based recipes and just
sit in the house and read peaceful poetry. And I'm just gonna be. I won't be standing on the roof with a gun going.
It's just like I've never seen an adult emote like that. That was so weird.
I see
that. When I saw, I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Yeah.
It's like he had never cried before. It just didn't know how to do it yet.
So what's wrong with my face? Oh, what's why my eyes doing?
A hilarious way to be sad.
All right, listen, y'all. Savage AF. This is what we do. This is our Friday show, so we will not be here tomorrow or the next day, but we will be here Monday 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I always have a problem with specific because I think I'm saying specific. So y'all knew what the fuck I meant.
Pacific Standard Time, specifically
at that time. But if you happen to be around this weekend tonight, I will be at the Comedy Chateau. It's called the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood on the 10 p.m. show. I'll be on. There'll be a bunch of fucking scrubs on before me. And then it'll be my scrub ass will be up after them. Yeah, so make sure you come check me out tonight. And then tomorrow, I'll be at the Laugh Factory. I'm shooting those comedy bullets all up in your motherfucking grill, right? All day. Punisher comedy. Yo, make sure you come check me out at the Laugh Factory. I'm on a 7 o'clock show in Long Beach, California. If you get a chance, come check it out. And I will hopefully see one of the people that live in California at one of my shows. There you go.
Yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. Have a great weekend, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, have a great weekend. And we appreciate
Get some fun in your life. Relax, breathe. Recharge from Monday. We'll be back 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know what it is. Until then, keep your finger out your nose. You know my advice.
Yeah, that's a great advice. Especially keep your finger out your nose if you're driving, because other niggas look at you and go, so you're just gonna keep digging up in your face, huh?
I saw that the other day. I was like, brother, I see you. I see what you.
You're not invisible when you're in your car. I don't know why.
That's not how windows work.
We can see you, motherfucker. So try not to do that. Try to have a good time this weekend. I'm going to try to figure some stuff out because Pedro knows I got some heavy duty lifting to do in my life right now, but I can't share that with y'all, but trust and believe it's about to be heavy for me. So I appreciate all y'all support. Come check out the shows. Me and Pedro is going to be doing some shows and might set some stuff up in Vegas if you happen to be down there. All right, y'all, we out.